segment is sponsored by Physicians Hearing Center. Now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Oscar Fan.
Sunny to mostly sunny this week, today, and mild in the 70s after almost making 70 at Dothan yesterday. But now the rest of the week, varying amounts of clouds, breezy to windy, but warm in the low, even mid 80s. This morning we're pretty much in the mid to upper 40s. I don't really see too many exceptions. That live beach shot coming up about an hour or so will be really nice to see all week long, every day. This is what temperatures in the southeast, not a whole lot of difference back to the west. Generally speaking, a little bit warmer as you head toward the Mississippi River in Texas. Otherwise, the higher clouds, especially thicker clouds, are further north, even some light showers up around east of Memphis, eventually over toward Nashville. But down here, high pressure just off the southeast Florida peninsula coast will move over southern Florida as we go through the week, and that will ensure even warmer weather, and because of southerly flow coming in off the Gulf. And that front that gets down middle of the week probably maybe gets to Huntsville and then moves back as a warm front later in the week. But we will get some winds from it. The southeastern quadrant of the country is on the warm side, and the colder air is up north and out in the Rockies. So the talking points pretty much sunny, a few clouds at times, breezy, 10 to 15 mile-an-hour winds at times today, but mild, mid-70s. The rest of the week we get into the low, possibly mid-80s, especially Wednesday and Thursday. Varying amounts of clouds, and it will be breezy to windy. Winds could be gusting to higher than 20 miles an hour, especially on Wednesday and Thursday. We have that front that moves back as a warm front about Thursday or Friday will mean more sunshine for us going into the weekend, but the clouds will increase on Sunday. February the 28th is a Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. We will have a chance as a cold front approaches, but it's going to have very little effect. Quite often the cooler air lingers about 100 miles behind the cold front, and it's got no big push to bring it into our area. So we'll have that rain chance that Tuesday, last day of February, it appears now, but no cooler air just yet. However, about 2 weeks from yesterday, March 5th, a more significant cold front, rain, possibly thunderstorms, looks like it gets into the area, and that portends more or less starts the trend to a cooler early to mid-March. They say the 6th to the 20th. Most of the country would trend colder for the month of March. It looks like that'll be our window for the colder air, 6th to the 20th, and could be wetter than usual. And then maybe toward the end of the month we break out of that. We'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, there's a broad view. You got an upper low that's been spinning off California for several days, and you see these high-level clouds streaking across the southern part of the country. Just a little moisture that reaching the ground up in Tennessee, but no further to the south. As far as that beach forecast, it looks really good. I'm sure some of these days we'll have a rip current danger. Again, not too many lifeguards out on covering the beaches just yet. Some of the hotels probably have them, but if you can't find a lifeguard area to swim in, then always have a friend with you when you swim and don't go by yourself. Otherwise, 76 for a hot day, breezy at times, especially late morning into the afternoon. And there's your extended forecast showing pretty much the same. Quite a few 80s ahead of us. So take advantage and enjoy it, because again, spring's not quite here yet. March will turn back cooler in about 2 weeks.